So this laptop had a problem with the boot menu, and pretty much what was going on is Windows would work. It would pretty much work normally, and then randomly it wouldn't boot anymore. It would just say select boot device and restart. And so pretty much what it's caused by is either two things. One is either the BIOS setting with the legacy support for CSM, or there's a problem in the hard drive and the connections near the motherboard. So I'm going to skip a little bit ahead, take off the back bolts on here, all the bolts you take off, and then once you do that, we're going to flip this over, open it up, and then pretty much at this stage right here, you would just pull up the whole thing. You would put clips under here and just pick it up and take off all the corners. Take off the keyboard ribbon cable, and then the mouse ribbon cable or the touchpad. And then once you have that, you're just going to take it off the top piece, and we'll put it aside for now. And pretty much, so the problem in here is literally in this little guy right here. So I can show you guys closer. So pretty much at this part right here, so pretty much what's going on is there's a connection piece right in here, and it's not making contact for whatever reason. So the workaround would be to replace this whole little chip piece and to clean the contacts. Either replace it or clean the chip pieces in here. So you would have to take off this screw, this screw, this screw, and take off this screw, and then take off the ribbon, and then pull this guy off. And then once you take it off, clean the contacts on the end of that, and pretty much clean the contacts on that. And then I cleaned the contacts with some rubbing alcohol. You would wipe it on the motherboard, wipe it on the other side of this, and then pretty much you just put it back on. Make sure you use the same bolt that goes back onto this piece where it says top, and then plug everything back in. And then pretty much I put it all back together, and I unloosened this bolt right here just a little bit, because what happens is when this bolt is screwed in too much, it kind of makes this piece up here kind of go down out, so it kind of like gets out a little bit. So just to make sure that this side has good contact, unloosen this bolt just a little bit, and then make sure these two bolts right here are doing pretty good as far as tightness goes. And then of course make sure the hard drive is connected, and then on the ribbon cable it says IO on this side, and then it says HDD on this side, so make sure that is the correct place. And then pretty much unloosen that, tighten those two, make sure the contacts are clean. Make sure before you bolt it in, you press over here to make sure it clicks in. And then after that, you would just put back on the top piece. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. And pretty much, so just put the cover back on like this a little bit. And so pretty much once you have the ribbon cables on again, you would just simply put pressure all over this. Do a test real quick, turn it on to make sure that it's going into the laptop. So we're going to turn it on, and now it's getting into Windows. So pretty much it's a little workaround. Yeah, so ideally you would want to replace that little board piece and make sure those contacts are good. On ASUS's part, really poor design, and was really disappointed that such a simple problem could be all wood by just doing a better connection type and all that. So good luck to you guys.